Yo, what up? It's Brendan.
I'm Brandon.
And this is
the Brews and Bros Podcast. Can you pass me the mic?
Pass him the mic. Josh. All right, for real this time? There it is. All right, B. So... Because they got captions on the video, so I didn't even got to pay too much attention.
You have to pay all of attention. Huh?
Yeah, we got to put a sock over so we
got to
don't
put
hit
a
the
sock
fan.
over it so it doesn't sound like complete garbo.
But the good news is, it's not the cum sock. It's just a regular sock.
Oh no, I just be worrying because I know that I've listened to the pod before, and you're always way too goddamn loud and you're too quiet.
Way too far away, so we kind of worked it out.
I wish you understood what we were going through while you were gone.
Dude, it was so
because
weird.
of that.
We were like, okay, so I'll sit here, you sit there, and then I'll go, well, he'll sit in the middle. And he goes, well, like...
we could, in theory, have something like right here.
I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, we don't have a stool.
Because we had the snowball there. I had this here. Because
it was way too
we
heavy.
did the gameplay. It sounded okay, and then we it's weird on the video, so we got to
I said, what happens since it's not a video pod if we all just have our own mics?
We'd be too close.
Yeah.
That's what, because I was sitting here and he was sitting there, and it sounded so echoey. Like, it wasn't terrible.
So how do podcasts like
I think it's
JRE do it?
Because the microphone's like right in their face.
They all have one
so the
that's right
gain
here.
isn't like all the way up.
And so it's like right there, like they're kissing it, like Joe Rogan and all that. Like they
That's
got
why-
different equipment, so we were trying to figure all.
So that's
that.
why every once in a while you hear him say, "Pull that sucker into your face," like pull it closer to your mouth.
Yeah.
Talk into it, get in there, or like you'll see them and they pull it down like they're fucking. What's that dude's name? Buffer. That was that necessary? Was that?
I had to do an audio test.
Was that necessary? Did it spike in the orange?
Probably.
Nah, it was this bad boy right there.
There's that one right there.
And the other thing with those things, it's weird because like if I were in one, he was in. Jesus Christ! But if I was in one, he was in one, and we were talking, it would like be okay. But then when it gets on the audio, you hear one in one ear, and the other would be in the other ear. And so it was just we were
so it was
just
really
figuring
weird.
it all out.
That being said,
okay. We live. Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
we were just
No.
I thought it was just like a hey, this
like
is
a test.
Well, I thought it was like actively picking up what's going on. But I didn't realize.
no,
it was-
sir.
Yeah, no, this is
sir.
that's
Welcome
why
back. Welcome back to the Brews and Bros podcast. It's been a long time.
he said.
Hopefully this fucking lazy bitch over here don't fuck this guy.
Me?
Yeah, you falling off the pod.
Me?
How many times I gotta bitch at you to come over here to the pod?
I'm here every weekend.
We even offered to go over. No, you're not.
I'm here every weekend.
We even offered to go over to your place, and then you're like, "No, I don't think I
Yeah,
have
I don't-
company over.
That happened once.
You people are so close to me. You can't meet my mom though."
You met my mom? What are you talking about?
Yeah, one time.
You had to have met my mom in middle school.
Dude, out of like the millions of years that I've known you, I've met your parents one time.
He has to have met my mom in middle school. It
I
has
never
to have
met your
happened.
mom.
It has to have happened. He sees my dad like almost every weekend almost.
Well, kind of.
That's fucking cat.
Well, it used to be like that, and then
Everything's been all hectic.
everything has been weird because there was UFC fights. I went on vacation, and whatever else.
Mostly UFC fights.
Mostly UFC fights.
Overtime for me everywhere.
Oh, so we said, "Oh yeah, yo, this is the we back with the Brews and Bros podcast."
Yeah, so I was supposed to tell you about it, but I had gotten so fucking busy, or I had forgotten.
See?
So he texted me. I think it was like the Friday before I went on vacation. He goes, "Oh hey, by the way, when you come back, we're gonna get all of this shit started again." And then he's like, "So tell B." And so I was like, "Okay." And then the next thing I know is 2 weeks have gone by, and there was a conversation we had yesterday. Where it was like, "Oh yeah. By the way, that's a thing now."
So, do you think because we're uploading, is that going to be favorable on the algorithm? Like, oh, hey, let's inform people who've listened to this in the past. They've
We
released
get
an episode.
harassed anywhere we go. We've been getting harassed recently about it too.
That's actually true. So when he got those shoes, his buddy Matt was like, "Dude, what happened to the podcast?" We went over to it was like a Halloween party at
You're
Tom's
like our
house.
PR. You just keep fucking pushing that pod.
And it was at Tom's house, and they go, "What happened to the podcast?" Because Tom brought it up when they were over here with the
oh yeah,
fights.
Tom be a fan of the podcast.
Mhm.
And my
And
cousin
then
Will.
and then his cousin at the mall.
Is Tom the bigger guy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then who was that other guy?
Todd.
That was Todd.
Todd. I knew they were both like
Tom
had the
and
same
Todd.
name almost.
Yeah.
You know, they were cool.
But then my cousin and his girl were like, "So what happened to the podcast?" Like we're getting there. I was like, man, I didn't know people was listening that heavy. That people were like,
that's what I'm saying.
Where's
What,
it
33 countries or something?
Yeah.
So funny enough.
Is that just streams or like follows?
It's just listeners. So
someone in Sweden
because the way that Spotify breaks it down, it doesn't show you, like it'll show you like kind of sort of what actually, yeah. So it'll just show you what countries listen, but it won't tell you like where those people are like following you from, sort of thing. But because it was funny because I posted on the Brews and Bros Instagram page the Let's Play thumbnail. And I said, "Oh my god! All of these people are about to get a notification because it's been so long since I've posted." And Instagram will do that. It'll be like, "Oh hey, so and so hasn't posted
First
today.
time in a while.
First time in a while. Check it out."
So I think we should make that thumbnail like the thumbnail for this if people see it. But I'm gonna show you the thumbnail because you haven't seen it yet
Whew,
for the YouTube video. And so it's for the Let's Play. But bro, this stuff was so funny. That's our thumbnail.
That's a good thumbnail. That's a good thumbnail.
Do you know what's even funnier?
Cuckold Simulator. What's his name?
Cuckold.
His name is Cuckold.
Like that.
That's his actual name.
Let's go.
And that's Tyrone in the
I
back.
see Tyrone. He got the blicky, but that ain't a gun. He definitely got a pipe down there though.
Dude, oh my god. So what's funny is like I'm like trying to
dangle.
Dude, so I'm like trying to mess around, like see what the controls are. And so I'm like, okay, well here's a map. Here's a backpack. You can craft.
Yeah.
There's crafting in the game.
Yo, Minecraft.
You have it's the craziest thing. And then all of a
RPG
sudden,
elements, bro.
and then all of a sudden, I go, "What the hell is this?" And it boom, selfie mode, and you can take pictures. So when I was trying to find the logo,
Makes a goofy face.
when I was trying to find the logo, there's all kinds of people who have uploaded selfies from Cuckold Simulator. Life is a beta male cuck.
But like, there's a lot of RPG elements because he starts as a game. He's like, "Yo, I have a stamina bar," and as we're playing, I'm like, "Yo, you have a health bar. This implies things are gonna go down in the
Drain
game."
your health bar.
But then as we're playing, like he has his like trilby fedora on, and I was like, "Oh, you can like equip shit." We take it off, and he got better stats from taking it off. And I was like, "Yo, what is?"
He's like, "Dude, you have to keep it off."
You gotta keep it on. You gotta role play.
He's out of principle, so we're looking forward to going through that. We kind of got a gist of it, but man, that stuff is wild. That game,
Yes, it's something else for sure.
One more time for the homies. What's it called?
Cuckold Simulator. Life as a beta male cuck.
What's it, like $5 on Steam?
I think it was $3.
It's in earlier access.
Because I was like scrolling through, just like dicking around, and I was like, let's see what kind of like cheap games there are.
Just something that'd be fun for
And I said, there's zero chance this is a real fucking game. Zero chance. And as it turns out, 100% real.
There's Fortnite dances. There's disrespectful kids. Like you go watch the video. Go watch the video. You got to be in the next one though. We kind of told everyone you're going to be in the next one.
Oh, okay. There's something I do want to talk about though. I got to get off my chest real quick. We were at that comedy show last night.
Yeah.
The first guy who came up couldn't stop staring at his fucking dick. Did you notice that?
No,
I kind of did.
Dude, that was absurd. Like, what the fuck? Did he have a fucking hammer down there?
So because I was like kind of just like looking around because his glasses were freaking me out because of how thick they were. Not the lenses, but like how thick the frame was. I was like, those are like cartoonishly thick. It's kind of weird.
The dude looked like a cartoon character.
He really did. And then I happened to just glance down, and I said, this dude 100% has a hard-on for being on stage. This dude either has a nervous boner, or that's the most excited he's ever been.
I think, straight up, that was just his flaccid hammer, bro.
It could be.
I think because he came up tip-top, and I was like, excuse me, and I made eye contact with that thing the whole time, and it didn't budge.
No, I was making eye contact with him, and I was trying to figure it out, because I was like, he looks like...
Navy, for sure.
Yeah, but I kept looking, and I was like, he looks like someone. He looks like someone. Who does he look like? And I was just trying to figure it out the whole time. And then finally, at the end of his set, I was like, no, Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man.
Don't give him that much credit.
No, he looks like him in the first movie when he's selling the weapons. And he got the glasses on. He looked just like Robert Downey Jr.
I don't know.
I don't know.
He was a weird looking guy, dude. He looked like I said, he looked like a cartoon character.
He was the least funny of the night, too.
He was kind of unfunny, but I also felt like he had this presence, like he thought he was the funniest.
Yeah.
Any veterans in the house?
I didn't even raise my fucking hand for that.
You
almost volunteered us as tribute.
Yeah, I was like, here you go.
Roast these guys the whole show.
Get them on there. Yeah, we up
I
front.
don't want to be on there. That's why I didn't raise my fucking hand. That was the whole fucking point.
I just give a quick little point.
I was waiting for Mullet Man to see my mullet. I don't know this.
Well, you had the hat on. How are you gonna?
No, he took it off as we were leaving.
Oh.
But we had stopped to turn around to see what you were doing because you just disappeared into the fucking crowd.
Yeah, because I got accosted. This dude was like, hey, Raiders. And I was like, yeah.
And I've been like, yeah, that's cool. And then you walk off.
I'm just a local celebrity now, bro.
No, you're not, dude.
You see, you hang out with your dad on Thanksgiving one time, you think you got his social status. I don't know.
The likes on Facebook said so I'm taking it.
The likes weren't for you, dog.
Yeah, they were from my dad, 100%.
100% for your dad.
They're like, oh my god, he wasn't lying. He actually knows his dad.
They were like, oh my god, he's not lying.
Yeah, my dad don't like
that
taking
dude is
pictures.
biracial.
My dad's like, he likes taking photos and stuff, but like on his terms. So I'm always like, hey, let's get a photo. He's like, no. And so I just
your dad's a dick. What the fuck?
He just don't like taking photos. He just don't like he doesn't like himself being on the internet. He don't got none of that.
My dad is like the opposite, where like I'll forget about photos and he'll be like, hey, let's take a picture. Let me get a picture of that. And he tries to make them all candid. I think if I went up to my dad and was like, hey, let's take a picture like this, he might not be able to take that picture because he'd probably be crying. He'd probably be so happy.
I just felt bad. I took it next to him. I'm like, bro, I look so hideous next to this man. But
now you got the fit though.
It's true. Now you do. Now you got the outfit.
I got more. I'm slowly acquiring what works, learning my body, learning what I can do to be somewhat more presentable in public. You know, catfish the women, and when I get my clothes off, then they know, oh shit, this isn't what I bargained for. But it's too late. We're already here.
But you got the drip.
Yeah, I'm dripping.
So like, yo, he fashionable. He can pay for me.
He eats puss.
Wow. He eats puss.
Ladies.
You eat puss?
Yeah, dude. It's like.
He's a first.
Is that why your beard is cowlicked in the middle because it's pushed to the side because you up against a muff?
He's a first date kind of guy.
He said.
He combs it out like ew.
Yeah, I do the Hannibal though. You know, I'm ready to do that.
You get the sweet dripping stuck in your fucking face.
Yeah, dude. I'm good at it. Like I said, because my ex was.
Who said you were good at it?
All of them.
Who said you were good?
My ex, the lesbian. Like, there's a reason.
Oh my god!
You know, but I'm just saying, like, I was good enough at it. I mean,
she's like, I eat mad pussy. I can tell you right now, you ain't.
That's true. That's true.
I was like, hey, look at this, and it's fun. I like it.
It's alright.
You think she was into you because you look like a lesbian?
Probably.
Yo, that makes a lot of fucking sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Well, I look like a lesbian. I don't think I look like a lesbian. I just look like a fat guy.
No, because
a lot of lesbians look like fat guys.
That's true. That's big true.
Like, I think half the lesbians that exist look like Peter Griffin.
We talked about that earlier
Uh-huh.
in the game, the LGBT Goblin.
What the fuck is that?
So, because the game that we played earlier, there's a corporation, and I was like, it's like Oscorp. I was like, oh, it's like Oscorp from Spider-Man, but instead of the Green Goblin, they got the LGBT Goblin, you know?
What's that it? That's the whole game?
No, he's not even in it. I was just saying, like, if they have their Oscorp, that's probably what theirs is.
Because that's what he was talking
It's
about.
like a progressive company.
Because I was like, oh, I wonder where he works, like what he does. But it's just like a time skip kind of thing. So like you just go into work, but it's hilarious because it's Cuck's Corner. So it's got his whole little. He's got the little fucking family portrait up there.
And it says like the name's Cuckold, but like the boss addresses him as Cuckold, and we're like, oh, so that is his name.
So you guys be just deep diving on the cheap, shitty early access garbage Steam game.
The whole 30 minutes we got into it, I'm excited to see what happens.
Yo, I was actually looking the other day. I was like browsing the Steam store by like best reviews, like the highest percentage of like overwhelmingly positive reviews. And, like, number 3 on the Steam charts of all time was some DLC for, like, a weird anime dating sim game. And I was like,
Hoonie Pop?
It was not.
That makes a lot of fucking sense.
It was not Hoonie Pop. But this dude had, like, 58,000 overwhelmingly positive reviews. And I was just like, damn.
I wonder if something happened. Like, it's not even people played it. Like, someone on YouTube probably said, hey, go support this.
Well, yeah, sometimes like PewDiePie be like ironically playing shit like that.
Yeah.
And so it gets a lot of traffic on the stores.
Because we were watching the video and they were like
subscribe
making.
to PewDiePie.
But they were making
like
those bowling animations when they could get a strike, spare, and all that. And they played the bowling alley.
Mm-hmm.
So they were making their own, and they were like, "We're gonna make offensive ones," and they were just, bro, no, they were pretty big. There was one that they couldn't show, and we just had to like listen to the sounds and watch their reactions. But the guy was getting a model for a bowling pin. And then the description said, "Hey, if you use my stuff, please just give credit," saying that, hey, it was mine. The guy had 4 subscribers, and the guy's like, "I'll give you credit." So he shows his channel and hits subscribe and says, "And I'll even be your 5th subscriber." Just out of, just for giggles, I decided to go look at the channel that, had the 4 subscribers now. 15,000 subscribers. All because the channel was like, "I'll give you credit for this bowling pin animation."
That's all it'd be taken sometimes.
Yeah. Jacksepticeye, same thing. He won some PewDiePie thing, and so he got put out there, and now he's one of the top channels.
Is that how that happened?
PewDiePie had like this contest for people to watch his stuff, and Jacksepticeye submitted or whatever, and PewDiePie picked him, and so because of that, Jacksepticeye went shoo, and is now one of the tops on YouTube. All it takes is just really like knowing someone, and I mean that's part of it, but you also have to be talented enough, because there are some people who partner with like bigger YouTubers.
Did you just call Jacksepticeye talented?
No, I'm saying like you have to carry a talent, like people find his stuff like amusing, but there are some people who, and I'll say this, like we use Markiplier as an example. Mm-hmm. He has these 2 people he plays with all the time, right? I'm not a fan of them, like as themselves, but they have a big subscriber base because they play with Mark. But I think that if they were more personable, it would be even bigger than that, Like if you can make that contact, like Jacksepticeye, he makes content that's very hyperactive within kids. They love it, so they're drawn to it.
Yeah, the youngins.
Exactly, like, and because they got the PewDiePie exposure, so he got more people going to check him out, and then a lot of the kids were able to say, "Oh, this is great." So then they spread the word, and then it goes up from there. So that's what I mean. Like if you can do that, the people Mark plays with, they don't have that kind of reach towards like younger audiences and whatnot.
So when you get your channel going,
I don't know. Once I get out of debt.
When's yours?
When I get out of debt, because I made the plan. I was looking at PCs, and I was like, "Do you think?" And I asked him, I was like, "Should I just buy one, or do you think if I ask Bradley over here, if I ask him for all the information, he'll tell me what to buy, and I can bring it to him, and he help me just build the motherfucker?"
Yeah, I do that. But with the market is how it is with them damn graphics cards, and everybody using them for mining, and like that's only gonna get worse. I'd be sorry to get one. I think nowadays it probably would be, unless you could find a graphics card on its own to buy, like third party. That's what it would have to be. You wouldn't be able to go on like Amazon or anything. But if you could find like Craigslist ad or like a Facebook Marketplace gives you a little graphics card, then we could have that conversation. But if that's not the case, then you're probably going to be better off just buying a pre-built. This one that's like already been made.
I was looking at Alienware.
Why?
I always heard they were the one. I always heard that was like the one.
Are you just saying that?
No,
are you just being absurdist on purpose?
No, like I always heard that was the one. I remember as a kid at Dairy Queen, they had like a giveaway thing.
Oh, exactly.
And it was
saying in 2009, maybe.
Yeah, so that's just the one I've always known. I don't know a lot about the PCs. Like I said,
they definitely. There ain't nothing wrong with an Alienware, but the one that they're overpriced for the actual hardware you're getting.
Well, what should I get?
And
Origin?
I told you you'd have to be looking.
That's like a loaded question. What do you mean? Okay, so like the parts of the parts. What I'm talking about, a pre-built, is like computer companies will make them. So like I actually can't remember the name of Acer's gaming division, but Acer has a gaming division.
Is it the Predator or the Helios?
I honestly I don't know. Maybe, but I know like Asus has like ROG is like their gaming division. Mm-hmm. But then there's like. You can buy like MSI will make computers, whatever. So you can go and you can buy like these pre-built computers, and they're just they have an assembly of parts, but like with their stamp on it.
Well, what company do you think? Like, hey, look at this one, because Dell they got all their stuff.
I mean, it's fine. Like everything's totally fine. You would just have to like, it'd be more the other way around. Like the egg would have to come before the chicken. Like you'd have to find. Like a list of computers that you know nothing about. You're like, this one looks kind of cool, and then you would like look at them, and then like look at the specs, and you would see the hardware that's in there, and like you would decide that way. Because then you could like reverse math it, because you could be like, okay, well it's coming with this CPU, this GPU, this power supply, this RAM, all this shit, this motherboard, this case, and then you can go part those out for a price, and you can see how much they're upstamping that PC for. And typically the rebuilds are going to be a little bit cheaper because you're getting a graphics card already.
Like I said, I'm not doing no mining. I just want to play games with my boys. Some real quality stuff. What's that one you can play? Plunder Party?
Plumber Party?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Plumber Party. Yeah, so that game, you know, you do a lot of house calls. You gotta fix P-traps. Sometimes you gotta fucking snake the drains.
Wow.
It's Plumber Party.
Plumber Party.
Now, not to be confused with the gory Mario Party clone on Steam called Pummel Party.
Oh yeah, what's that one?
Yeah, that's the game where you it's kind of like you way back in the day. There was like an Xbox equivalent party game called Fusion Frenzy. Does that ring a bell?
Dude, that game was lit.
Fire, right? Like it was fun. All the little mini games. You fucking do
the
little
one where you're in the ball and you gotta.
Yeah. So think of Fusion Frenzy, like how it's a series of mini games. But then Pummel Party is basically like Mario Party in a sense that there's a bunch of different maps. It's like a game board. You like roll dice and you move, and then depending on what you land on, you can either like get an item that like will help you kill players or get stars, and like you have to get trophies instead of stars like Mario Party. And then after everybody completes one turn, it proceeds to a random mini game that are very Fusion Frenzy-esque. But there's like I think like 50 different mini games. They're pretty fun.
Well, I'm ready. Like if we get down on that, I'll get down on that.
Fucking A. I mean, we could technically get down on that, like, you know.
I'm just saying. That's
what I'm saying. Like,
I'm just saying, as soon as we can, I want to play it. I want to give it a try, see what's good.
I mean, we could do a little 3-man action.
What do you say, B? You down for some of that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're going to have a 3-way plumber party.
I'm just looking to have a 3-way out of it. Jesus Christ. I'm just doing an audio test. I'm seeing 2 potential mates.
Well, I'm saying, ooh, if there's anyone I would have one with, it'd be the boys.
The more I think about it, the more it's like it's not even a good idea on paper at this point.
For what?
I think it would almost be too weird.
Why? Like if there was a lady?
Yeah.
Well,
like it would just be like, I don't know. It's like, you know, like, yeah, like we've known each other for forever, but it's like, you know, it's kind of like you're not trying to see no dicks.
That's why I told you. I had the system broken down.
He said, I want the front, you get the back.
Yeah.
Hey, if I'm having a threesome with a lady, I would probably rather it be with B.
Again, like, if I had the choice between him and a fucking stranger, I'd pick him.
No, I'm saying between you two.
I'd be respectful of the areas.
I think I'd Eiffel Tower the lady with B over B.
I just want the top. You can take everything else. I'm just there for the good time. And then if I bust and you going, I can just leave. I'm like, all right, just be out there when you're ready.
Well, I might have a hard time busting when she's looking like your toaster strudel. You know what I'm saying?
She won't. She got to swallow. I ain't pulling out like it'll be in her mouth. Ma, I'm sorry.
It'd be weird. Miss Helena ain't listening to this.
She probably ain't, bro. I remember she listened to one and she said, "You said a bad word." I was like, "I said a few bad words."
Listen to one?
Huh?
Yeah, listen to one?
She'll randomly, because I won't know, like it'll come out, and I'll get like a phone call.
We're trying to meet you. I'm sure you know all about my life. I don't know you.
She does. She's such a nice guy. She's like, because we were talking about that, because like we just had this whole conversation about like her friends when she was growing up and how she didn't value a lot of them. And I was like, well, I got, Brandon and Bradley. And I was like, yeah, they've been there, blah, blah. And I was explaining a lot. And Mom's like, well, I'm happy you at least can recognize it. Some people don't even know that there's people that do things for them and they're out there. I'm like, and they're like, yeah, no, believe me, I got those too. I was like, I don't, quality over quantity. Like we had a conversation about coworkers today.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, coworkers always, oh, let's hang out. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to lose my bro time to go hang out with some people I work with. Y'all ain't, y'all are temporary. My homies, they're my homies. Like, I got enough. Like, we can do something, but I'm not sacrificing the time I have with them. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, let's go Saturday night. No, we're not doing Saturday night. That's my night with the boys. Unless, things come up. Like, if one of them's in Minnesota or if I have overtime. But I even still try at that point to still make my way downtown,
I was about to say, I mean, unless they're coming to hang out. like Mr. Tom and Todd did.
Yeah, like they're cool. Like they're like, oh, we can come over, you know. And like I said, you guys are always welcome to come over. Like when we went to that Halloween thing.
Yeah.
And we played Jackbox, and there were some racist things going on.
What was racist about Jackbox?
No.
We cannot say on here.
We can't.
I was there. Was that
no,
different time?
You weren't. No, that was with Bryce.
That was with Bryce.
Oh, I thought you were saying that they went and played Jackbox with Bryce.
But when we went into the Halloween party at Tom and Todd's house, we were playing Jackbox.
Oh, some
stuff
dude,
popped up on the screen.
Oh my god!
It was because you don't know, it's all anonymous, and then you see this answer, and I went, Jesus Christ!
Everybody, it was bad.
Everybody went,
so
ooh.
funny, dude. And it was hilarious.
And it was
just how racism is funny, dude.
No,
I had that conversation too. We were driving somewhere, and I was like, "Yeah, racism's kind of funny." Just out of nowhere, while we were going to Looney's.
He said that?
No, I did. And he went, "What?" And I did. And then today we're watching something, and just out of my head, we were watching this video, and I went, "Everybody has a favorite race."
We were driving. I think that was
for different things, though.
Yeah.
For different things, though.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Skyrim. You know, the Khajiits.
Yeah,
they got good unarmed combat.
Yeah, we don't like the dark elves.
That's the Asians.
We don't like the dark elves.
That's the Asians.
The dark elves. This is definitely Filipino.
Yeah, because the Red Guard, they're just African. Red Guards are African.
Okay, then what is Dominican?
Dominican?
Gotta be a Red Guard.
No.
They're black.
Orc.
Oh no.
Yeah, don't tell them they're Puerto Rican.
I thought the orcs were gonna be like the Native Americans.
No.
So the colonizing Britons came over and killed them all.
No, that's probably
go to Orismer.
Those probably like the Wood Elves, like we're from Morrowind. They took on our land.
No, the Wood Elves are natives. Fuck. That's why they all be stealth archers. I
mean. using their voodoo spirit animal magic.
What's that guy on TikTok? The Modern Warrior?
Oh, yeah.
Don't cancel
dude,
us, bro.
Oh, man, that fucking guy with his dumbass Native American nose, dude.
I
got a dumbass nose.
I don't know what the fuck I did on TikTok. I must have just happened to like maybe a couple of videos where like some people were like criticizing him or something.
You got banned?
No. He pops up. All the fuck, not his page specifically, but people like responding to him all the fucking time. Like typically, if I just hop on, it's like the first like 3 or 4 videos, and I'm like, dude, I'm tired of fucking seeing this guy.
Hey, what's up, colonizer?
Hey, colonizer.
Hey, colonizer.
Hey, colonizer.
That's why I made that comment about his nose.
Hey, colonizer.
Because he's racist.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
He deserves it.
That's funny though. Hey, colonizer. No, he'd be a wood elf. 100% he would. He is Sven type dude. If you don't play Skyrim, you don't know.
I don't think I know anybody who hasn't played Skyrim.
Nords? They're just the Southerners.
I guess it would depend on what group of Nords you're talking about.
The Imperials, are they the English white folk?
The Imperials aren't even Nords, some of them. There are some.
I mean, no, Imperial's its own. It's its own.
So then would you say Nords were just America, and then the Stormcloaks?
No, Nords are Canadian.
So the Nords would be Canadian, but the Stormcloaks would be American.
The Stormcloaks are just like the branch in the North.
Okay, if you're thinking of Skyrim,
yeah.
If you're thinking of Skyrim as America, then specifically the Stormcloaks would be the Southerners, but the Confederacy.
Yeah,
for sure. But if you're looking at the whole entire TES lore, okay, the people of Skyrim would be Canadian, so ergo the Nords in general as an entire race.
The Thalmor are definitely the Japanese. Or the Chinese.
Well, they're from a tropical island.
Samoans?
They're from the Somerset Isles. Come on, boys.
So American Samoans?
Oh, so they are Japanese.
So they're just Pacific Islanders. They're the fucking Troy Palomalus of the world.
Waka laka tiki.
Yeah, if Asians are anyone in the Elder Scrolls games, they're high elves because highest base intelligence. You can imagine.
That's
Hairless, virtually.
Wait a minute. I fucked that up. Hold on a second.
Because are the Thalmor just a branch high?
No, the Thalmor. Yeah, no, the Thalmor are like the evil people, but they are high elves.
They're like the Illuminati of the high
No,
elves.
so I guess you said Thalmor threw me off. I would agree. I would say that the Asians would be the high elves for sure.
Yeah,
I would agree.
Figured.
The Thalmor are just like the evil Asians. So yeah, I guess the Japanese army for sure. the kamikazes and shit.
The Argonians.
Yeah.
Mexico.
No, you gotta be careful with that.
Mexico.
We gotta be careful who the lizard people are. I'd say anything south of Mexico, Latin America, South America, Venezuelans, Colombians, Brazilians,
all of South America,
and then Madagascar.
That's right. But I guess if you were from India, you could also be Khajiit. All the merchants, the wares.
Oh no, yeah, for sure. No, Khajiits are definitely
they're definitely on the Silk Road.
They're They're just Southeast Asians in general. All of it. Malaysia, Java.
Who are the Russians? Who would they be? Someone yoinked, bro.
Bretons.
The Bretons?
Yeah.
Did you say someone yoinked?
Yeah, dude, yoinked.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's like yoked, but like better.
No.
Yoinked.
Yoinked. Listen, hey,
crazy.
Hey, let's go ahead and talk about slang for being yoked. You got swole, you got jacked, brawlicked, yoinked. Yeah, who the no? That's
I've never heard anyone.
No, that's when you fucking get your grumpy hands on some shit. You yoink some shit. Fucking yoink, give me that shit. Get off your phone.
No,
I yoink that shit.
I'm pulling it.
Hey, Jamie, pull that up. Yeah, yoink that shit.
I yoink that meal and the money.
You're not gonna find any supporting evidence.
Approval, triumph, and pleasure. Yoinked. Oh, here we go.
Go ahead.
Urban Dictionary. We're gonna look up yoink.
Yeah, it's on Urban Dictionary. It's not gonna be what you fucking want it to be.
All right, maybe.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, there it is. 30 seconds of time wasted on this guy to look up the definition of yoink as if he's not sitting next to a literal encyclopedia.
Bro, come on, man.
That's the most pompous thing you've ever said. That's a fucking Tinder bio. Who needs Google? I'm a walking encyclopedia.
To be totally mugged off is to be yoinked. Oh, that's why. No, yeah, this definition, that's where I got it from. When you're inebriated, like you're having a good time.
What are we in fucking England? I'm absolutely fucking yoinked right now.
I'm yoinked, bro.
I'm fucking yoinked. I'm fucking bloody yoinked.
That sounds so gross.
That's fucking yoinked.
That sounds so nasty.
Imagine coming home from work, you're hitting your boys up. Hey, you want to come on down to the pub and get yoinked with me?
Ew. You're getting jerked off in a fucking dirty alleyway.
What if I buy you a drink? Am I yoinking you?
Yo, I'm gonna make a new slang for England. Like when you when you get beer goggles in America and you see the lady, she not quite your type, but you go for it. I'm gonna call it oinked and yoinked.
Wouldn't it be yoinked and then oinked?
No, because you got oinked because it's like oink and you got yoinked.
No, but you got to get yoinked first so that you can smash the oink.
Oh, yoinked and oinked.
Yeah, yoinked and oinked.
Yoinked and
better
oinked.
watch out. Terry's over there getting fucking yoinked and oinked.
The yoink's got to come before the oink.
First new t-shirt.
Because then you find the oink and then you give her the boink.
First new t-shirt that'll come out. We get to that point, yoinked and oinked. Put a pig nose lady on there.
Golly, bro.
Paula Deen with a pig nose.
Just put Miss Piggy on there.
We gotta get the knockoff one so we don't get sued by the Muppets.
Well, that's the idea, right? Do we just go ahead and embrace what we want to do, and then live for the repercussions later if we do make it? Because if we never make it,
not when
no
Disney's
one's gonna
involved.
care.
Not when Disney's involved.
Yeah, I made fun of a Native American's nose. Disney's not getting involved.
Disney ain't gonna listen to our podcast.
Watch, it'll be the one fucking time I'm gonna get a fucking cease and desist letter from fucking Mickey goddamn Mouse.
What's he gonna do?
They're gonna defrost fucking wall. He's gonna be like, "Hey, bitch."
Oh yeah, their legal team doesn't even come after us. We just get a knock on the door. It's actual Mickey Mouse. He's fucking. I open the door. He starts actually throwing hands.
It would 100% be like that episode of South Park with the fucking period rings.
Oh my god.
Yoinked and oinked, huh? Yoinked and oinked, huh?
Dude, and I bet that fucking rat has hands, bro.
He does. He got them gloves on. He takes them off. It's just steel fists.
100%, dude. Fucking built like fucking Dr. Goddamn Eggman.
Got them little
I
buttons.
literally thought you were gonna say that Mickey Mouse was built like Dr. Disrespect for a second. And I was like, that'd be a scary mouse, dog.
Oh my
god, he's like 6'3" or something.
She's like, the camera adds 20 pounds.
I'm just imagining Mickey Mouse with a mustache and the Slick Daddy Club.
Dude, that's a biker. That's a biker, bro.
He says he gotta get the
Ooh, imagine, because you know the worst people ever, the worst fan bases, you know, Disney people?
Yeah.
Like Disney adults?
About, Disney adults, fuck.
Okay, but now take a Disney adult and then, like, crossbreed it with, like, a Harley biker adult.
There's a lot
like, imagine the leather vest, like, with the patches, but it's covered in, like Flair from Disney World that he got.
It's a Mickey Mouse patch.
Jesus, that would be the fucking...
And they be having their call signs as, like, Goofy,
that would
Minnie.
That is, like, right slightly below Harry Potter fans.
But now I'm thinking about, like, Mickey Mouse. He got the toolie in the car, and he goes, "Oh, Toodles!" and just pulls out the fucking cat.
God. That would be the worst possible fucking outcome.
Oh, Pluto, let's teach these suckers a lesson.
I'm trying to think, would that not be worse than Harry Potter? I feel like it would be. Imagine a biker gang that's Harry Potter themed. I feel like no matter what, they're still just pussies, though. You know, but like I feel like a Disney biker gang would kind of be scary.
They would either be the most non-threatening people ever, or they would be the scariest group of fucking people next to cartels.
Well,
now the cartels would fear them.
I'm thinking about like Harry Potter bikers, but like they're in different MCs. You got Gryffindor, Slytherin patches, Hufflepuff patches.
No, but they're all the same gang. That would be like the Wings.
Yeah, but it's like they're different little.
But they wouldn't be enemies of each other. They would all be the Harry Potter biker gang. But then like your blank chapter would just be the Gryffindor.
The cop is Lord Voldemort.
I don't know. I don't want to imagine like super toxic fandoms as motorcycle gangs, because it would never get better. It would never get better. It would always be the worst fucking shit of all time.
But I think
all right, so in a simulation,
Disney, but way worse.
You got Stargate bikers.
Stargate. Nobody watches Stargate.
But the fucking people who do, they're
cults. It's a cult. So
actually,
yeah, Stargate bikers versus Disney bikers.
I think Disney bikers takes it.
Yeah. Is it a fight or who do I prefer?
No, they're killing each other.
That's Disney. It's a brawl.
It's a turf war.
Disney, bro.
Disney, 100%. Because
does Disney just kill everybody? Do they just win?
Well, yeah, because the Stargate ones, I don't think they got the stamina to go the fight. I think they got the mental fortitude, but they don't got the physical attribute to go the distance.
Okay, what about Lord of the Rings bikers?
I think they are not menacing. Those are people who are just in a bike. They're just bikers for the adventure.
Yeah, they're bike curious.
Bike curious?
Yeah, they're just riding for the fun, the thrills.
They're experimenting with three-wheelers.
They're like, do I want a Harley or a Yamaha?
It's gotta be a Harley.
But you know what? Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
You gotta keep. But you know what? You know who was probably the least scary ones? The Sons of Anarchy ones. Like, I watch Sons of Anarchy. They're getting murked by Disney every day of the week.
I don't know.
And I can't
say
be
the closest to some real ass bikers.
But I can't even say Star Wars because Star Wars is Disney now, so that just adds to the Disney.
No. Okay, so when anyone says Disney, no one is thinking that. People say Disney, we're talking like Disney cartoons, not Disney owned operations. Because then you're gonna say, okay, well now all of the Marvel people are Disney. No.
Well then where do we draw a line? Do we draw a line at Pixar since Pixar wasn't a part of Disney but got bought by Disney? Is that part of it, or is it purely classic Disney animated, like Snow White.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Oh no, they're
because
scary.
they're like the toxic Disney adults that fucking do that shit
Alice in
are
Wonderland,
different than the people
motherfucker.
who are like toxic MCU fans, even though they're both Disney. It's different toxic fan bases.
Very true.
I think that I wouldn't want to mess with it. They probably got like 7 dudes named after 7 dwarves. Yeah, no, I ain't
100%. They all fucking roll up in the fucking little
Hey,
sidecars.
doofy.
Hey, watch what you're saying, because that's the one I'd be in.
Which one would you
sidecar?
be? Which one would he be? Which one do you think? Grumpy. He grumpy.
I feel like that's the easy answer.
It has to be.
But I wouldn't even say that he would be grumpy.
Well, he's not sleepy. Well, I mean, he sleep a lot. Though, dude, he could be. There's a lot of them he could be. He ain't what's the dude? Doofy? He ain't Doofy.
He's not Doofy. That's the
Doofy is from Scary Movie.
Wait,
That's
who's
the cop from Scary Movie that was the killer.
Officer Doofy reporting his order.
Doofy.
No, but who's the dumb one with the purple head? Dorky, drippy, dummy, dopey?
Dopey. I think it's Dopey.
Well, you wouldn't be dopey. That's the one you wouldn't be. You'd be one of the other 6.
I'd be sleazy on Crit.
Not on Jaw. I'll be X-Dorf on Jaw.
I'll be sleazy on Crit, because you know I smashing Snow White.
You ain't smashing Snow Blue. I smashed Snow White red.
There's a reason her dress is blue, dog. Don't disrespect my woman.
He said I smashed Snow White, Snow
Fuck
red.
that bitch, Ariel. Fuck that bitch, Ariel.
I asked her why she bleeding if she a Crit.
Hey, you fucking want Disney princess. Who is it?
What? If I could have any of them?
What? Yeah.
Bro, she don't count as a Disney princess technically though, and only in Disney, not in real history. Not Mulan. Pocahontas, Disney Pocahontas, not real Pocahontas. That's creepy.
Dude,
That's one.
we were just talking about the Modern Warrior, man.
That's the one you go for.
Dude,
dude. Honestly,
she's thick, bro.
Mid.
She thick.
Yeah, her nose.
No.
Oh, you can't say it twice.
No,
can't do it
No,
twice.
you can't see her nose. They didn't even animate it like a big nose for her. You can't even see no nose on Pokemon.
Dude, her nose is like a fucking. It's like a diagonal cut sandwich.
Hold
It's
on.
a fucking
Let me think.
triangle. on her
Well,
face.
if I
Her
don't-
head looks like Lois from fucking Family Guy.
Well, if I don't count her, I'm trying to think who all
So you got
we got.
Ariel, Princess Jasmine,
Belle, Beauty and the Beast,
Belle from Beauty and the Beast,
Snow White.
Mm-hmm.
You got, and then you go
Princess
down-
Aurora.
And then you have Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, you got
Princess Aurora.
Frozen.
But do those count? Because that's the Pixar. I don't know.
It's
I don't think-
Disney.
I don't think the Frozen movies are Pixar movies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. I think those are just straight up Disney movies, and that's why they're musicals.
Tangled, Rapunzel, Moana.
I'm Moana.
We getting younger. Lilo.
Hey.
Leo's big sister, maybe, but
No.
What do you mean no?
God.
What do you mean no?
Stitch.
No, it's too much.
You wouldn't eat Stitch's bussy?
He can morph into a nice pussy.
He got them 6 arms, bro. He got big tongue.
But he can morph into a good pussy.
No, hold on. You who would you? You said Snow White. That's yours.
Yeah, he's an Ariel guy for sure.
Because red hair.
Not anymore. That's the old me.
He said Ariel's daughter.
Nah.
Ursula.
No, because I mean, I think about it, and is Ariel the baddest?
No.
Yes.
Is Andy's mom on the list?
But she ain't got no pussy.
But is Andy's mom
Are we
on the
pretending
list?
like this is Ariel, but she got legs?
She did get legs.
Well, then yes, that one.
Yeah, she did get legs.
Okay.
She got the daughter with Prince Eric. But is Andy's mom on the list?
No, because that's a Pixar movie.
But that don't count as...
Cinderella?
No, I don't like Cinderella. You know what? Probably just off personality, Belle.
That's a good choice.
That's actually probably Belle.
That's probably the best answer.
Because she's smart enough. She don't seem like she's not too...
She can look past you looking like a man, big burly beast.
Yeah, she already got the... What's that called?
Oh, no, it's because
She
she
got
got a
Stockholm
mansion,
syndrome.
though.
Stockholm. Or that chick from the Hunchback.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, but I don't remember her name.
Yeah.
She was a gypsy though. They don't be. Gypsies don't have.
Think about when that
history.
movie took place, too, right? Like,
Yeah.
kind of Renaissanceian.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She had the clap.
Oh, 100%.
Gonorrhea.
She was flirting
100%.
with quasi loser over there.
Yeah. That's a town whore.
Yeah, no, I think Belle definitely.
Yeah, I think she's probably the safest bet.
Definitely the safest bet. You know, I think the popular bet is Ariel. That's going to be the popular bet.
Old girl from Tarzan too.
That's good.
Jane is a good one. That's a good one because she embraced the wild side.
Yeah, and she fancy, she clean. You know, she take care of herself. She don't just be greasy, but she can get down in the mud. But she clean up, and she got that accent.
But you ain't got that long hair.
I don't need that long hair.
You know she was into that long hair.
Well, she was into them dreads, homeboy. You know Tarzan had dreads. He wasn't just long hair.
He was a dirty, grimy fucking white guy living in the fucking woods.
He was a wook.
Dude, he literally was a fucking wook.
He was a wook.
100% a wook, dude.
I don't know how she felt for him, honestly.
With the drugs, dude.
Okay, honest, bold here. What the fuck is the plot of Tarzan?
His parents got killed by like a lion or something, or a tiger.
It was a jaguar.
It was a jaguar killed him. The little gorilla.
What are his parents? Are they little tribes people?
No, they were like explorers. They were explorers, and they had him. And
on
then,
the boat.
Yeah, and then they got killed.
Off
and then the gorilla found him, and they took him, and then the gorillas raised him. And then they were explorers hunting something. And then, she was like, oh, this is interesting. It's a human out here. And then the hunter guy was like...
Because I think the hunter guy, I think they were poachers.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm confusing, like, Jungle Book and Tarzan.
You are. Because you're confusing the whole Jungle Book of Mowgli getting raised by the bear and doing the necessity. Tarzan's just raised by gorillas, and then there's a poacher, and the poacher... very violently, and it's implied gets lynched in the vines.
Is there like some weird conspiracy theory that ties like Skull Island and Tarzan to like King Kong?
No, but there is one for Tangled. It's for Frozen. I know that one. With Tarzan that's saying because Elsa's parents, when they left on their boat, they never came back because of the shipwreck.
Yeah.
But they shipwrecked on the island that Tarzan was born on. And that's where Tarzan has come from. So Tarzan was related.
So Tarzan would be Elsa's sister?
Someone. No. Just like the family knows.
Tarzan would be Elsa's brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess I said Tangled because like there's an Easter egg where the Tangled people are at the wedding at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, but I think that's one of those things because like Pixar does that all the time.
Yeah.
Where it's like their universes are connected. And like there's that whole weird...
Oh, the Asian scout boy from Up.
Yeah.
That's who I'm taking.
Whoa!
That's it.
Yeah,
you look like you go for that.
That's it. You know he knows how to pop a balloon. That's for sure. Bro, I'll tell you what.
You look like you'd be going after that big ass dodo bird.
Yeah.
Dodo bird can watch.
You know what? If that's what he's doing, I'm taking Mike Wazowski.
Oh, wait a minute.
Bro, that dude's got the fucking sweetest pussy in all of the fucking cartoon cinematic fucking universe.
Yo, what's her name? Lily?
He round. Who? The snake lady he with?
No. The little girl.
Boo?
Boo? Yeah.
That's Boo.
Not her.
Oh,
I'm taking...
he's taking...
You're taking a slug behind. You're taking a receptionist, bro. You say I'm getting yoinked and oinked.
Yoinked and oinked. Yoinked and oinked.
I'm just getting oinked. I don't need to get yoinked for that one. I bet you can please you in ways.
Oh my god.
You know she slimes.
Oh, dude.
Bro.
You know what?
She fucking leaves a trail.
We're off the rails.
Bo Peep.
Bo Peep? The toy?
Yeah, Bo Peep.
That's some I jerked off on Barbies type shit.
Bo Peep. Well, it ain't gonna be Jessie.
You didn't jerk off on Barbies?
No.
I definitely took Barbies and like mushed them into my dick. But I definitely didn't jerk off with no Barbies.
He said he had their arms out so they were...
No, with the I would do the legs.
Oh, and that's even worse.
I would use my penis like a stripper pole.
Oh, fuck, dude. You making scenarios, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why he was leaving the milk in the at the locker. He was distracted. He was thinking about the Barbies.
That was two different eras.
He said, I matured.
He matured and was like, can I nut in that Rubik's Cube?
That was like, yeah, that was like Houston me, for sure. Nah, I definitely jerked off the Rubik's Cube before.
Two of them just...
Not literally with the Rubik's Cube.
He solved them with his dick.
The side needs to be white.
I don't have any white stickers.
That's one thing to do.
No, because I remember I got my mom to buy me Vaseline so I could lube my Rubik's Cube, because you gotta be doing that. You be knowing about the Rubik's Cube, Blue?
No.
So, and then another thing is, back in the day, we ain't got no cell phones. You had to stay occupied on the toilet. So, I would Rubik's Cube while on the toilet all the time. And so, you know, I'd be lubing up that Rubik's Cube. And then I'd be like, oh my God, I got Vaseline. I'm on the toilet. I fucking nut with no bust. Like, I'm doing it.
That's an extra Rubik's Cube.
Hell yeah.
Had
the same Rubik's Cube for 10 years. There it is.
I ain't touching it.
He said, I ain't touching it no more.
Like I said, I ain't used that Rubik's Cube. I'm just saying, it's been in the room.
He said Toy Story 2, the Barbies.
Nah.
That are partying with Stinky Pete.
If it's Toy Story 2, Jessie for sure.
Nah, ain't no way.
Miss Potato Head.
She got that trunk, bro.
Oh, dude, she got the dumpy, bro. She got the dumpy.
Dumpy truck. What about Toy Story 3? Fozzie the bear. He smelled like strawberries.
Yeah, I feel like he's gritty, though.
Who's the bad guy from 3?
Fozzie the bear.
That's Fozzie the bear, the purple guy.
Because he just don't get played with, but he smells like strawberries. So I think
he don't get played with because he fucking, like, dude, he's grimy, bro.
You want to fuck those buns from Sausage Party, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. It's probably the safe bet from that movie in particular.
The lady who bought the douche, too.
No, because she needed the douche, but never got the douche.
He said, if you tell anyone, I'll deny it, bro. Those buns, bro. I was like, why did they do this? This movie looks too...
The movie was, like, hilarious and absurdist, but then, like, the end of the movie got a little off the rails. I don't know how that made it past the writer's room, that orgy scene.
If you haven't seen it, just don't watch it.
That's how I felt about, like, This Is the End. The ending of that movie.
Yeah, that one.
What's the very end of that movie?
All right, spoiler alert. All right.
Fuck you.
Fuck, what was the end?
They all get to heaven, and there's a concert with the Backstreet Boys.
Okay, but what?
That's the end of the movie. Like, it's just crazy. Like, everyone dies, and they all go to heaven. And they're having a Backstreet Boys concert.
Oh, okay. That's not that crazy.
Because Danny McBride escapes, and he makes Channing Tatum his sex slave.
Yeah, that was fucking weird.
And then fucking James Franco's going up to heaven. He's like, hell yeah, fuck you, McBride. And then God cuts the beam off, and he falls back.
Yeah, that's right.
That's he does that. Fuck you, McBride. I'm surprised I got Channing Tatum to agree to be the sex slave.
I'm not. I bet you that's his shit.
I bet you they probably brought it up, and he was like, dude, that's fucking hilarious. Hell yeah.
Like the whole Emma Watson scene, too. You're talking about who's going to rape me. No, we're talking about who's not going to rape you. Get away from me.
Who's your raper?
That fucking movie, dude. That was like a series of movies that were just like over the top fucking wild.
I think it's just funny when you could just take it over the top. Like, I think Pineapple Express kind of had some over the top moments too. I think usually like a Seth Rogen and like that group of folks, their movies can kind of just go from bad to worse.
I would say that Pineapple Express is probably the most tame out of all of those movies.
It's very tame, but it still has its moments. Like,
it's the best Seth Rogen movie.
Best one?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
No, I'm saying, what is it?
Oh, it's Pineapple Express.
Okay, let me define best. Not best. What's your favorite?
Pineapple Express.
I would say Pineapple Express is probably objectively the best. But, like, do you have a favorite?
I'm trying to think, there's a lot of them.
Like, Interview's good.
I like Interview. I remember watching that on Christmas Day because they wouldn't do it in the theater, so I had to watch it, stream it. But I'm trying to think with Seth Rogen. He's in a lot of shit. He's in that. There's a lot of shit I forget that he's even in.
One of my favorites is Observe and Report.
Dude, why did I knew you were gonna fucking say that. For some reason I just had it in the back of my head that I said, you know, he looks like a guy who is like, this movie is so fucking underrated.
It's because it came out at like the exact same time as Paul Blart Mall Cop on accident. Unless they talked about it and began production at the same time and then parted ways on production and decided to make their own. But those movies came within like 6 months of each other being out, which means there's no way that like one was inspired by the other because there would have been enough production time.
That's true.
So like they came out at the same time and Paul Blart Mall Cop was way outshadowed at that time because everybody was quoting Paul Blart.
Zack and Murray Make a Porno. That's probably my favorite one.
That's OG. That's a classic.
Is it your favorite because it's a Kevin Smith movie, or
no, because I
it's a
didn't
Seth
know.
Rogen movie?
I didn't know it was a Kevin Smith movie. I just thought because I didn't know that at first.
It doesn't seem like you would like it because it's Kevin Smith. I feel like you don't like Kevin Smith.
I love Kevin Smith.
He loves Kevin Smith. He's like a huge Kevin Smith fan.
I try to go see him every year when he does come out. He hasn't recently. Obviously, COVID.
Kevin Smith, come on out to Colorado.
Yeah, I love your podcast. I did the live Q&A and I got to ask him a question. He signed my book. It was cool. But no,
There's no way if Kevin Smith's listening to this, he wouldn't have made it 54 minutes into this podcast.
He might have. He loves podcasts.
He might have.
He loves to smoke and listen to podcasts and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, but not like ours, dude. He would have turned it off the second I made we talked about fucking Snow White.
No,
he thought that shit was funny.
Have you ever listened to his podcast?
No, I haven't.
Oh, bro,
dude.
He talks about fucking like the comic books and shit. So
he's invested right now. Then.
Bro,
he likes our podcast.
Yeah, like if you listen to his shit. So he was talking about how like they wanted him to write like a comic book series like for Flash. And he's like, "This is awesome. Flash is my favorite character." And it was either Flash or Batman that they actually had him write him for. And he was like, "I don't know what to do." And so he's like, "I know what I'll do." So he just got fucking blitzed, high as fuck, and just started writing and submitted it to DC. And they were like, "Okay, we'll make this the comic." And he was like, "What?" And like, I guess he was crying because he was like, "This is my best work yet." He's high as fuck writing a Batman comic or whatever. But I think this would be up his alley. But no, Zack and Murray make a porno. I really like it. I just think the whole concept, the whole movie is just funny. Like, especially when they go to the high school reunion. He's like...
I hadn't seen the movie in a hot minute, but I do remember like it.
He's like, "You want to hook up?" She's like, "I'll give you a hand job in the bathroom." He's like, "Works for me."
Yeah. That movie was fucking wild. Because I remember, like, watching it and being like, what the fuck? And then I started thinking to myself, because I was like that because I can't remember exactly when the movie had come out, but I think that was right around that weird age where...
I think 2009-ish.
You're just fucking horny all the time. All the fucking time.
Like 14, 15?
And you're sitting there thinking, you're like, dude, there are people who are doing this right now. I could do this when I grow up. All I gotta do is get a female roommate, and there's a weird sexual tension between us. That scene... when they're banging
on the coffee
grounds, and it's like super intense with the close up, and then it like pans up to the guys behind the camera, and he's just like barely fucking moving.
Yeah. Well, it has some of my favorite quotes, like the I'll take my coffee black. Can you see I'm talking white? But the other one that always goes through my head, and like anytime I'm like with a woman and it gets intimate, I always say this in my head. Is when Jason Mewes goes, "Let us fuck."
You think that when you be fucking?
Yeah, every time. It's just what I always do. I'm always like, "Let us fuck." But that's probably my favorite Seth Rogen movie.
You gonna be getting nervous?
Huh?
What?
Nervous in what? What?
I heard you about to start fucking.
Oh, no, I don't get
pops
nervous.
in your head is like, "Let us fuck."
Yeah, I don't.
I'm like, I hope I can stay hard the whole time.
No, I don't care if I bust. I bust. It is what it is. Like I said.
You agree or disagree,
dude? You don't get dude.
No, I told you I'm good at eating puss.
We're not talking about eating
that
puss.
has nothing to do with it.
If anything, I'm good at eating puss because I can just stay down there and avoid the sex part for a while.
No, because like I don't care. Like I will make her come before I even go in. So like what I do there, that's for me. Everything else, I will make her come. I will I foreplay. I'm a king at that. I make a bitch come. I make a woman come.
Why would you try to save it now?
What do you mean?
The whole podcast.
All the things we've been saying, and you're talking about,
we can't call women bitches.
No, you're like those TikToks where it's like, man, I hate when men are toxic. Yeah, that'll get me fucking laid right there.
Yeah, yeah, you know me. I'm
nervous every time because it's like, dude, there's a bunch of shit that could happen.
It don't matter. Just keep confidence up. It is what it is.
It's not about confidence at all.
It really has nothing to do with.
What are you nervous about? Like, there ain't nothing to be nervous. Just if it happens, it happens. You just, That's why you got to have communication. These are things you got to talk. Like I said, I'm up front. I talk like.
No, because you be excited about having sex, but then if your willy ain't be doing what you want it to be doing, that comes with a whole host of implications.
I already talked about that. I didn't get nerve wracked. That one time it did happen. I just spit on her back. We called it even.
No, that was probably you just wanted to leave.
You were probably like fucking 14, and that's excusable behavior.
I was not 14.
We are grown.
I was living with Johnny off of the, what's that called, Academy and Union, that little Nightingale apartment.
Which one's where I gave you that entertainment center?
No, that's off 19th Street.
That bitch is caught on fire, I think.
Did it?
Yeah, I think there was a couple people dead at those apartments.
Yeah,
Mom sent me that article. She goes, Brandon's old apartment's on fire. Bunch of people dead. I'm like, thanks, Mom.
What if I was there? You'd be like, old apartment, he's still there.
Yeah, no, it might have been. I don't know which apartments you were talking about. I'm thinking it was those ones. Because I don't think she has any memory of you living off those ones that are off, like, Fountain. I think it's...
Oh, yeah, those ones were terrible. I felt so bad. I remember that night I wanted you to stay and I wanted you to watch a movie so bad, but you had to go. And I was like, I don't want to be here alone. I was so sad that night. It was awful.
Who was that?
He was... Yeah.
Oh, so I was gone, though.
Yeah, so you were gone. So me and him, we were hanging out, and I was like, let's do something. I was like, we were going to watch a movie, but it was at that point where I started getting late.
He introduced me to a future ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, it did. And for that, we stay away from women named Megan.
Megan.
Around. His Megan, my Megan,
and then
Megan.
And then you ran back to a Megan. And
Damn.
And that didn't work.
Damn.
Megan's be breaking my heart.
Because you let that.
Your heart was broken? You weren't relieved?
No, I think I was relieved with it.
I was relieved with Megan. I was like, fuck you,
no,
Megan.
I was relieved, but I was so mad too. And the fact that, and I don't put you on blast, Megan, the fact that recently she still tried to hit me up, even though she's married. And I'm like, leave me alone.
I think I remember you telling me about that.
I was right there on the couch and she was hitting me up. She was calling me at like 1 a.m. to talk. And I was like, what do you want? She's like, well, you know me and Corey, blah, blah. I'm like, well, talk to Corey about that. Don't talk to me. Like, y'all work that out.
That's extra sussy.
Yeah, and I'm like, why are you calling me anyway?
Well, actually, the real question is, why'd you answer?
I'm going to say, no, the real question is, why didn't you go hit her up? I'm saying just get it.
We've been down that road.
She's going to cheat. Might as well be with you.
But we've been down that road.
Hey, she's already going to go fuck somebody else besides her husband. Not your job to fucking gatekeep that.
Well, no,
Might as well just fucking get it on with.
No, but I was, I'm already...
Go ahead and leave a note under the toilet seat for the fucking Manskis.
Sorry, didn't know, dude.
Didn't know, brother. My apologies. Your wife's a hoe. Pussy was mid. You should probably file for divorce.
Should, man. But, that is what it is.
She literally married you because you got fucking TRICARE.
I think that's what I get nervous about sometimes. Not TRICARE? That, but no. That's fucked up. No.
I get nervous about TRICARE.
I think, just with women like that who are in relationships that I don't know. Or, I get someone telling me everyone is free game at a party.
What?
And then I find out that they're not all free game at a party.
They were free game.
It is what it is.
They were free game.
I don't know if they are now, though, but I left it, and I'm all sad.
What's there to be sad about?
I don't know. I felt like I was like, damn, I could have done something with this. But
no, I think you're having a missed perspective because until I found out some pretty fucking rough information, some violating information about one of my best friends doing a certain thing that definitely caught me as an out of character move by him. And then the happenstance that bitch happened to be at the time, situationally, a certain person's best friend also. Very weird. That was so weird. And honestly, I went and picked up Harley from her house in Fountain, which is where she lives, by the way.
Oh yeah, you told me this thing.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, you weren't gonna make nothing happen.
I think I was just more so. I was like, dang.
I honestly, me running interference on you, I did you a favor.
You did, bro. I'm happy. But I was like, I'm happy you did that. But I was like,
because you're too sweet. You would have been heartbroken.
Yeah, I would have been, bro.
I
am too sweet.
Because I would say, she was moderately attractive. I wasn't crazy into it. She reminded me too much of Jenna for what it's worth.
Yeah, it was way too close.
But without insulting you, she's more attractive than most of the women I've seen you go for. So I feel like you would have pulled a B and just fallen in love with her regardless of how toxic she is. So just
and the good news is, like I said, I told him earlier, I've recently been learning.
I'm just saying, she would have you would have had sex and then you would have been, we'll hang out. She's like, and probably been hella rude to you.
Probably. But I was telling him that I've been finding out some of my boundaries. You know how I sent my ex to Italy?
And slapping? You don't like that?
No, not that. How I sent my ex to Italy and stuff?
Wax play?
Yeah, sure. But I was talking to this girl.
You like to get pegged?
No.
You ever tried it?
No.
So don't say no.
Well, I don't.
How do you know?
It's a sensitive subject, but
You're an asshole. You don't know how sensitive it is.
Yeah, I do know it's sensitive.
Oh, so you have been pegged?
My grandfather, when I was a kid. So,
Big
like I said,
big yikes. Big yikes. Anyway,
not on my dad's side though. That grandpa's cool. It's the dead one on my mom's side we don't like. But well, no. So, crap. Yeah, because there was a girl I was talking to. You know how I sent my ex to Italy and everything, and this girl asked me this question. She's like, Where would our first date be? What would you do? I was like, well, something that's fun, cute. I was like, we go to Manitou, go to the arcade, just hang out, learn, get ice cream, do something just a little fun, a little different. And she's like, that's really cute and all. However, most guys take me to like Europe for a first date. And I looked at that and I was like, no.
You gotta be kidding.
No, she wasn't. And so I was like, well, that's why you're single. Unmatched. I was like, I ain't doing that. I sent a girl that I was with for years to Italy, and that didn't end well. I ain't doing that for no one.
You sent her to go fuck some guy named Shaw.
No, that's not what she did. She went with her niece. She just came back and then hooked up with her brother's friend. And I was like, what the hell? And the worst part was, about when someone's cheating is when you know, and you're just like, just tell me, and they're lying, and you're like, no! I already know! I just need you to just say it. Just be honest. 3 seconds. Just say you did it. That's all I need. Because when you don't tell me and I know, that's the bigger slap in the face.
Yeah, but what happens when you get put in that exact situation and you actually didn't cheat?
Well, that's different. It's like if I had all the evidence.
Because I've been gaslit. Because that's been Jenna's thing. She'd be like, "Listen, you don't have to lie. Like I already know." Like she said that to me before.
But no, the thing is,
I'm like, how do you don't know? Because it didn't happen.
Well, the difference was I had the proof. I had all the internet records and all that because I was paying for the internet. It was in my name. There was an issue with it, and I noticed the guy's phone connecting. Like, oh, who is that? And then, just kind of was able to put everything together. I was like, so, what's going on?
That's why you be fucking with Batman. You a little detective?
Bro, I am a detective. I've always been a detective. Even when I was little, my mom, because my dad always be losing stuff, and like, can you find it? And I'd be like, do. Like when I found your fucking keys.
It's true.
Because I was like, no, something can't add up. So I had to do like the illogicals and the logicals. I was like, it's probably in the cushion.
It's probably in the microwave.
Sure enough. Hey, don't knock it.
I'm not knocking it. That actually fucking happens.
Yeah.
In the fucking barracks. That dumbass put his fucking PS4 controller in the fucking microwave.
They cook it?
No, thank fucking Christ, because he would have been so fucking butthurt.
Yeah, don't ask him about diarrhea in the microwave. I learned something.
It'll boil because of all the water content.
You done that?
No, we were watching. We were watching like a TikTok cringe compilation or something.
No, it was a game. The guy was playing the game and he blasted the guy with the cannon, and the guy's name was Microwave Diarrhea.
And he goes, microwave diarrhea, and I said, oh yeah, it would boil because of the water content. And he goes, what the fuck?
Like he was waiting for that. His whole life he was ready to just, yeah.
But would it boil because
if it's diarrhea?
Because you gotta think, is it auto water content?
Well, you gotta think, if you put a cup of water in the microwave, it don't boil.
Yeah, it does. If you heat it up like the certain rate, like ramen will boil. That's why it bubbles over if you like put too much water in there.
Yeah, like specific, like ramen cups specifically are fucking notorious for boiling over in the microwave.
Well, yeah, but that has more to do with like what's in there. If you were to put just water in a mug, you would have to microwave for a long time.
But in
so
diarrhea,
I'm thinking the amount of time that you would have to microwave diarrhea for
is okay. Maybe it's not boiling, but it's bubbling for sure.
Honestly, though, I'm trying to think of a scenario where fuck the microwave. We just diarrhea in a big old like pot.
Oh, it would boil fairly quickly because of how warm it already is.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think like what would happen to the poop content.
Yo, that
smell.
Wait,
if you boil water,
the smell would never get out of your house.
But if you boil water,
worse than if you smoked in a house for 40
it cleans
years.
it, right? If you boil water, it's cleaning it.
I do not think that's how that works.
Sterilize.
Well, what do you think?
I do not think that's how that works.
You don't think that you could boil the diarrhea for reuse?
I don't
reuse. What would you reuse it for? Would you put it back in?
This is the same guy who's like, dude, all I need in my life is an underground bunker.
Yeah.
Defense.
Yeah, defense.
That's defense, but I take a fucking garden hose and flood your entire shit. And then fucking make you boil fucking diarrhea.
He's like, that's why a good defense would have a raft.
Yeah, water defense. Waterproof.
Water defense. All kinds of defense.
You guys gotta hide the bunker well enough.
But how do you, but what's the best way to defend your boys?
What do you mean?
You gotta finish the fight. You gotta finish the fight. You can't keep running forever.
No, but you could keep arms in there. Like, you got to keep stocked up.
Oh, so now it's not just defense. You'd have some
That
guns?
is defense, because they give them
Bro,
in.
you would have some
defending.
guns in there?
Yeah, you defend it.
I'm pretty sure it's been never about guns for you. It's always just
That's
been...
correct. You've always been a fortification
It's always
guy.
been about the fortifications.
I talked about turrets. I've been telling you about my turrets.
Turrets?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's
weaponized.
impractical. And because I even said, bro, this is not Fallout 4 creation mode. That's not plausible.
Listen, I've seen Stranger Things, alright? There could be a turret made, like a remote control turret. If you can guide a fucking missile like this...
There's dogs that have Venus flytrap heads in that show. That's not relevant.
What show?
Stranger Things.
Obviously, you didn't watch the fucking show.
Jesus
No, I didn't
God.
like it. That shit was boring as hell. I'm like, I'll be watching shows about a bunch of fucking kids being dweebs.
Yeah, we'll fucking watch He-Man, bro.
Yeah, I love He-Man.
I have the power!
I only watched the
No,
first season of
by the power of Grayskull.
No, I have the power!
That's Lion-O, stupid.
They're all the same. Let's be real.
No, they're not.
That's
He-Man,
Thundercats.
yeah, He-Man is Prince Adam, and he got the power of Castle
No,
Grayskull.
stupid. Black Adam is the antagonist to Shazam.
Yeah, dude. Didn't you watch WWF last week?
That's how I know y'all are wrong, bro. You ain't never even seen bowling, bro. Kingpin's the villain.
You know
No,
what?
Kingpin's
why
the
he's the
villain in
Kingpin.
Daredevil, you stupid.
No, he's the Kingpin
No.
in the bowling alley.
No.
Bro, trust me. I've been reading comic books since before you were alive.
Bro, I've been reading
I
graphic
invented
novels.
comic books. I
Bro, I invented manga.
Listen,
all
I
right?
love
My
all-
dad works at Microsoft.
You
Shut
don't
the
even
fuck
know all
up.
their names. You got fucking Bruce Banner, David Dobrik.
My dad's gonna bang your Steam account, okay? I know things. I'm gonna call Bill Gates and have him and
dude.
Steve Jobs ruin your Steam account.
I'm gonna get.
Don't
that.
worry about my Steam account. Not worth anything anymore.
Yeah, Byron, Blue Block.
Nah, I'm just saying it. There's been some unfortunate events that happened on my Steam account.
What happened?
Oh, that might be an off the pot thing.
There's some trauma behind this.
Oh,
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
excited for the lore. Let's hurry up and end this
For
thing.
sure. All right. Well, I mean we're back.
Just ended at that. We're back.
Okay. Wait, that was the podcast where we might do it again soon. This episode of Brews and Bros has been brought to you by childhood trauma.
Oh,
Yes,
dear
sir.
Lord.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
All
no.
right.
All right.
And I'll leave you with this. When it comes up, hold on. We gotta.
Your timing is honestly really bad.